Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I can't wait to get into this one today. I feel strongly from the gut on this one. This one's from my heart. All right, let me start here. I'm 55 years old. I've always considered myself a Gen Xer. I'm on the right at the tail end. Gen Xers are basically 41 years old right now to about 56. That's the Gen X generation. Then boomers go from 57 years old to about 75 right now. That's your basic Fox News, Trump-loving baby boomer generation. And they're dying out every day. They're aging out like dinosaurs. And so this is the latest move by that bunch. And there's a lot of people my age that swung that way with the boomers and the Trump voters and the whole MAGA movement. A lot of people my age are on that side. I've always related much more to the younger people, as you could tell. You can call it immature. I prefer to call it staying young. Anyway, all right. So there's been calls now from Fox News, from Jillian Turner on Fox News, from Matthew Hennessy at the N.Y.POST, trying to get trying to get us Gen Xers into the culture war. Here's a quote from Fox News. The cancel culture is spreading like wildfire, and they need the Gen Xers to save America from the social media mob that only they could do it. And then Matthew Hennessy from the N.Y.POST is I think he's actually a Gen Xer himself. Like I said, there's a lot of Gen Xers, a lot of people my age, I think more than 50% swung with the boomers and the whole Trump thing. All right. Not to say that there's plenty of millennials probably that voted for Donald Trump too, but in general. All right. So there's this big call now from there. Like I said, the links will be down below. From Fox News just in the last day or two. From Fox News and from Matthew Hennessy at the N.Y.POST, a Gen Xer himself, to come and help them join against the cancel culture wildfire that's sweeping America. All right, what this is, I'll be honest, in my opinion, this is a backlash. I told you guys, back in 2015, I was talking to guys I graduated with, and they told me, it's okay, you could say the N-word now. You know, you can vote. This is right before when I first started getting into politics, and I actually had them say this to me. It's okay to say that. You can call them, I can't say. Oh man, I can't even say what. There was three very derogatory terms for African Americans, and they told me, they texted me back, it's okay, man, you can say that now. Swear to God. And that right there, this is the pushback. That no, this isn't okay, man. The sexist, homophobic, racist stuff that people all of a sudden, these Trump lovers came out from under their rocks and saw the light of day and thought they could spread this out into the sunshine now. All this homophobic, racist stuff. And no, you can't. We're not going to take it. We don't want it. We don't want to hear it. It's not cancel culture. It's just the majority of people with money don't want to hear it. They're not going to buy products that are associated with it. They're not going to watch people that are associated with it. It's disgusting to us. It is. It's not what America's about. All right? It's not cancel culture. We're not Maoists. We're not trying to stop your freedom of your voice, your freedom of speech. We're just disgusted by what you're saying, and we don't want to hear it. That's it. That's our freedom. All right? So anyway, here we go. So they're trying to call in us Gen Xers, but there was a huge clapback on Twitter. Like I said, I'll put the posts all down below. A huge clapback from us Gen Xers, saying we don't think so. Because I remember playing Dungeons and Dragons. Now back then, the same people that were with Tipper Gore. Now it was Tipper Gore, Al Gore's wife, right? But she was the one that started the whole. Those people have now moved to Trump land, along with the original Reagan Republicans from back then, and have formed this baby boomer Trump loving help us from the cancel culture mob, people, bunch. Okay? And I still remember, I remember one of my friends' mothers inviting us all over, because when I was 14, Ozzy Osbourne was one of my favorite musicians. One of my first shows I ever went to back in 1981. I saw the band right after Randy Rhoads died. I cried when Randy Rhoads died, man. And so his mother invites us over. I thought it was going to be cool. You know, we're going to play some music and stuff. You know, we get to hang out in the basement. Now, man, she showed us these cassettes were new back then, the VCR tapes, and she put one in after the other for hours, one Sunday afternoon, about how backward masking. You can't listen to Ozzy. See, hear that? It says love the devil. And all I heard was ring barber, and she swore that said praise Satan. Didn't you hear it? It's right there. And Ozzy's fingers right there made horns. Oh my God, that bunch. And Two Live Crew with I Love Big Butts, Sinead O'Connor, the Teletubbies, Dungeons and Dragons. We were cancel cultured to death by this very group. This same group of baby booming, Trump loving people that now want to save Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head. God, their childhood. Oh my God, save our childhood. Mr. Potato, I can't believe they're talking. This is the big thing now. You know, they're worried about Mr. Potato Head. One of the politicians, I don't even remember who was it, Johnson? Was it Johnson? Reading Dr. Seuss, man. And it wasn't even the story. And it wasn't even us that canceled Dr. Seuss. It was Dr. Seuss's publishing company. And they're spreading this bull about millennial Maoists are the problem in cancel culture. No, man, we just don't want to hear your racist, your ugly racist crap. We don't. And we're not going to spend our money or go along with it. The days of Trump are over. Your views are sexist, homophobic, and outdated and racist. And we don't want to hear it. It's that simple. Call cancel culture, call whatever you want. We don't want to hear it. And that's our right. That's our freedom of speech. All right. One last thing. I talked about Pepe Le Pew in a video before. I didn't have a chance to talk about it more. I thought Pepe Le Pew, I felt anxious watching Pepe Le Pew when I was a kid. I thought about this some more. You know, I remember seeing that poor cat pushing and fighting this narcissistic, arrogant skunk off, and I didn't think it was funny. I'll be honest with you guys, this is what I was going to say. I kind of associated with the cat. How would I get away from this thing? That probably goes with me growing up. After my dad died of brain cancer when I was 9, park ranger, my dad, forest firefighter, died when I was 9 of brain cancer. I remember going to a hardware store, and I was looking at the smoke bombs. This was about 5-6 months after my dad died. I was like, Fuller's 5 and 10. That's what it was called, I think. And I remember hearing the guy hitting on my mom. And my mom was saying, this is inappropriate. I just lost my husband. And they didn't think I could hear it. You know, they thought I was looking at the smoke bombs. Then I hear my mother's voice get scared and angry. And I'm picturing what I'm going to grab off that hardware wall to go after this guy. And I'm 9 years old, just turning 10 years old. You know, so I took it to heart to look after my sister and my mother, that I was the man of the family. I think I was a lot more aware of, you know, I think when I saw Pepe Le Pew assaulting this poor cat, I pictured my mother and my sister, you know, and it's stuff like that I didn't feel comfortable with Pepe Le Pew long before the cancel culture and the Me Too movement. He was way too rapey for me. So with that being said, that's a big nope from the Gen Xers as to the request from us to help you baby booming Trump lovers with the cancel culture war. Nah. That's a big no. All right, man. I'll be back later. I got a lot to say today. Have a good Tuesday.